All right, Scare. Let's go. All right. I don't know where the piece of keys are. All right. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. So before we begin this podcast, we're gonna have some prayer time. Unfortunately, I got some unfortunate news. One goes out to James's mother, our
She was in
awesome
the
co-host.
hospital this morning.
Yeah, she was in the hospital this morning, but she's doing well now that she's back at home. And they, you said she had water, right, in her heart or something.
Water in her heart, something in her stomach, water in her stomach or something, because it looks like she was 6 months pregnant or something.
Interesting. Maybe she has edema. I don't know. I have that for my feet. So we're going to be praying for her. Then we're going to be praying for
Mickey Dolenz.
Mickey Dolenz. We're going to be praying for the only remaining monkey, Mickey Dolenz. He's sick, guys. And as a Monkeys fan, of course I'm going to be praying about it. And so according to Facebook, Mickey Dolenz has acute laryngitis. So he had to reschedule a date. So we'll be praying for him. And most importantly, guys, my eyes are a little that because our dear friend Angela emailed me about 10 minutes before the show happened. And she wanted me to know that her mom died last night in the hospital. For those who don't know, Angela is a regular on Royce's show, also mine, and James. She visits James too, and she's good friend. She's good friend with all three of us, Royce, James, and myself. And what happened was her mom just, gosh, I don't know how to put it because I was there through the whole beginning, and it's been rough for her, but I'm so proud for just sticking with it. Yeah, I've been with her ever since the medical emergencies with her mom first started. So we're going to go ahead and take this time to pray for Angela, Mickey Dolenz, and James's mom. And we'll continue to James's review. You ready, James?
I'm ready.
All right. So let's go ahead and pray because I'm a woman of faith. Prayers are important, people, and especially with people that I care about. So let's go. All right, I'll lead. Lord God, wow. Life is just, I don't know. I don't know what the appropriate term would be, but just wow, I guess. That's put it mildly. I pray for Angela, Lord, and her family. I can't imagine what they're feeling right now. I know Angela's mom was a great mother and wife, aunt. And I pray that you send Angela and her family peace and comfort during this difficult time in transition. And I also pray that you just be there for them and just give them what they need during this stressful time, Lord. I also pray for Mickey Dolenz, Lord. You know me, Monkeys fan. But I pray that you heal him, Lord, and he can continue on carrying on the legacy. Please keep him in comfort as well, Lord. And I also pray for James's mother, Lord. I pray that you heal her and give her a lot of strength, positivity, and love during the challenging moments. I know anything medical wise in the family is very stressful for everyone involved. And also, God bless the neighbor to comfort James during the stressful time. That is a blessing. Bella the dog is a blessing too. And Lord, I pray that for all three of them, you just give them peace and love, and let them know that we're all there rooting for them, and we're there for them to help them, Lord. In Jesus' name, Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, it's like public speaking for me. So if I'm going like, it's just not comfortable, but that's okay. I'm not afraid to pray. Sometimes I'm just not comfortable, public speaking. So anyway, but it's okay. So to James, tell your mom I love her, and I'm rooting for her, and Mickey, I'm rooting for you. Get back to health. And I hope you do. And to Angela, whenever you're watching this, I love you. I'm here for you. If you need anything, you have my email. And stay in contact, okay? I understand you're going to be off grid for a while, but stay in contact, okay? Because I need to know how you're doing. You and your family, your friends, okay? All right, James, you ready for your review?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
Well, everybody, we're back again for another review. So tonight, this is a little different. It says it's 2 hours and 34 minutes, but it's a little shorter than I thought this thing. But wow, this was fantastic. This has a lot of rare footage of the Doors doing different venues that they did over the years. And the footage is just fantastic what I've seen, and I'm glad to own this. I'm glad I got this.
I'm jealous.
So the songs you get on here are Break On Through to the Other Side, Break On Through to the Other Side from another thing, The Crystal Ship, Light My Fire, People Are Strange, Moonlight Drive, The Unknown Soldier, Hello, I Love You, Touch Me, Wild Child, Roadhouse Blues, Crawling King Snake, The Changeling, Gloria, People Are Strange, Strange Days, LA Woman, and Ghost Song.
It was really good?
Yes, I really enjoyed this. I highly recommend if you find this, you buy this and you have it in your collection.
The Doors. I love the Doors.
And I was sitting there watching it, and I wish you were here with me, Kate, watching it with me, because it was so good.
Oh, I'll be hogging the whole thing. Excuse me.
It was amazing. And I started a bit of the documentary on there, but I didn't really watch the thing fully. But I want to see the documentary on here. It looks really good.
Let's make a documentary. So we need to catch up on that Bon Jovi one.
Yeah, at some point when I feel good enough.
Yeah, I know. It's been a rough day. I get it. Now,
so I might just sit back in my chair later and watch some episodes of MASH and have a good laugh.
Why not? Now, Fab Forum.
So the Fab Forum. The guest this week was, I got to make sure I got the name right, Ed Roland of the band Collective Soul.
Woo!
And he spoke about his younger days when he got into the band. Like he loved the Beatles, and he listened to a lot of their records when he was growing up, and they inspired him to become a guitarist. And that's how he started the band, because the Beatles led him somewhere. The Beatles always lead people into being musicians, they're inspired. And I thought he did I don't remember most of the interview because it takes a couple of days. I should write down notes next time. But I remembered that he was a passionate man about the Beatles. And then after they replayed something from last year of Chris O'Dell, you know, the song Miss O'Dell by George Harrison?
Yeah.
Well, she worked for him as a secretary, and he wrote a song about her. And she went to Friar Park, and she met his first wife and all that. And yeah, it was pretty cool. And I really enjoyed it. And I always love when the people call in and talk about their Beatles stories, but nothing really that stood out this week for me. But I like the special ones, like that one I told you about when the mother was dying and she passed away, and Here Comes the Sun came on.
That was a sign.
So that's my reviews, and back to our regular scheduled program. Ding.
Well, that was no doubt a sign from his mom. Here comes the sun.
Well, that was from a few Fab Forums back.
Well, I still think that's a sign.
Yeah,
I do. I think that's great. So, see, other than the prayers, see. Well, walk earlier today. Everything went fine. No negativity. No nothing. So it was nice. Trying to think.
You know what? Before we go on, I give us a little idea of what happened on your radio show with Alice Cooper. You never done that before. Give us a little idea what he did.
Do you really want? Yeah, I have no shame. I pay attention. I don't make notes, but I pay attention. Well, tell he throws in math numbers, and that's just. I'm not a math person. Anything related to math, I'm just like, No bueno. Anyway, what do you talk about? Let's see here. You talked about with Freaky Facts how like J-Lo's green dress. No, that was weird. Let me look up really quick. That was a weird one.
Okay.
It's a weird one. So J-Lo, green dress. Google Images found her wearing the green dress and became a trend because of that. I reckon. I'm gonna pull it up. It says here, let's see, and then I remember that dress too when she first made her appearance in that.
Oh yeah.
So how Jennifer Lopez's green dress created Google Images, and that became a huge trend too. This year on Friday, Donatella Versace showed her spring 2020 collection. Yeah, based around a green leaf print dress that Jennifer Lopez famously wore to the Grammys in 2000, with a runway show celebrating the outfit tale that the dress led to the creation of Google's image search function. At the end of the show, the cut reports a Google image field flashed on the screen with the command, "Okay, Google, show me the Versace jungle dress," followed by image of the original look from 2000. Then came the command, "Okay, Google, show me the real jungle dress." And J-Lo herself appeared, bringing internet history to life. So, kind of interesting how it was a trend. So, it's kind of interesting how that dress really created, like, Google Images. It's very interesting. I didn't think about it. Then the dress, which was once a flowing bohemian chiffon gown and barely there, led Google to create one of its most popular features. It's one of fashion's favorite stories, a testament to the immeasurable impact of the industry, sometimes considered superfluous. Don't ask me what that means. As former Google CEO, executive chairman Eric Schmidt wrote on Project Syndicate in 2015, people want more than just text. This first became apparent after the 2000 Grammy Awards, where Jennifer Lopez wore a green dress that caught the world's attention. At that time, it was the most popular search image we have ever seen, but we had no surefire way of getting users exactly what they wanted. J-Lo, good Lord, J-Lo wearing the dress, Google image search was born. So that's how Google search started, was because of J-Lo's green dress.
Ah.
I didn't know that till last night.
Wow, that's interesting. I didn't learn that till now.
Yeah, I didn't know that till last night. And now Coop brought it up with oddball freaky facts. I'm like, interesting. And there's always really good rock. I mean, last night performed Sail Away, and as per usual, I'm singing and dancing to that. Seriously. And that happened right after Miss Waffles returned from escaping.
Say what? Waffles escaped again?
Yeah, it's the second time this week. Yeah.
Where'd she go?
That's a good question. The first time I found her out in the front yard, all I had to do was turn the front porch light on, and she just went back to the backyard and meet me. And then I don't know where she went the second time. She was close. I don't know where though. But I knew she was missing because I just had that gut feeling. Because sometimes
your spidey senses were tingling.
Oh, yeah. Smokey was never like this, so this is a whole different code to break. And I'm like, girl. But I love that dog. Seriously, I love that dog. And so it's like, no matter how time she pushes my buttons, I'm like, girl. Okay. But I recovered the loophole with something else. We'll see how that holds tomorrow. My worst fear is that she'll get hit by a car. But I don't think that will happen. Anyway, and so by the time I came back downstairs with Waffles, so what happened, and being the idiot that I am, I was singing and dancing and that, and then Living on a Prayer happened, actually, during the final hour of the show, and I'm like singing along like the happiest person in the world. So it's like about 12:30. You're living on the prayer. I'm like, yes. But it's a good show. You know, he celebrates birthdays. He gives us This Day in Rock.
Can people call into the show?
No, they email.
Aw.
It's like young Sheldon. Aw. Aw. I've been watching so much Young Sheldon, it's not even funny. Somebody tells me something disappointing. To this day, I still go, aw. Yeah. I'm going to miss that show. I'm catching up on it. But you know, other than that, it's just good to have him back. It's like, I also explain to him on Twitter. It's like,
hi Zara.
Hi Zara. Good to see you. He's just good company. That's what I put. The house is quiet. It's just Waffles and myself. But what happens? You got the coop. I'm like for 5 hours. That's good company right there.
Or if you're wondering who she's referring to, Waffles is her dog.
It's my dog. My dog, little Miss Independent, is what they call her.
And she escaped again last night for the second time.
That dog. But other than that, you know. Oh, you have a headache. I'm sorry. Those are not fun.
No.
Yeah. I've been having I have really bad sinuses at times.
Oh, me too. And, my allergies are so bad today. My eyes are itchy. As you can see, my eyes are a little heavy. But
sinuses were kicking my rear end earlier this week too. I mean, I could just feel it just go like all the way up here, like down the here.
Oh, I know that. When I get a sinus headache, oh my god, those are the worst.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about the Apple Music reveals top 10 albums of all time on 100 best list of all time.
Sounds good.
Okay, so this is only the top 10. They haven't revealed the whole list, so let me know what you think, James.
All right, I will.
So Apple Music's 100 best album list close enough today the other day with much anticipated reveal of the top 10 albums of all time. And the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill crowned number 1, which I think is phenomenal because that's a great album. I love Lauryn Hill. She's good. Upon receiving the news, Lauryn Hill told Apple Music, "This is my award, but it's a rich, deep narrative. It involves so many people and so much sacrifice and so much time and so much collective love." I always liked her. So, to celebrate, Apple Music, Zane Lowe and Elbro Darwin. All right, good night, Zara. Sat down with legendary record producer, writer, and performer Nile Rodgers, Grammy-nominated artist and producer Maggie Rogers. She's good, by the way. To reflect on the list during a special roundtable broadcast globally on Apple Music. So it's a roundtable, they just go around, they just talk about, stuff like that. Apple Music's 100 Best Albums is a modern 21st century ranking of the greatest records ever made, crafted by Apple Music's team of experts alongside a select group of artists, songwriters, producers, and industry professionals. The list and editorial statement fully independent of any streaming numbers on Apple Music, which is a love letter to the records that have shaped the world music lovers live and listen in. So here are the top 10 albums that's actually on the list. Top 10, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, number 10, Lemonade, 2016, Beyonce. Number 9, Nevermind, 1991, Nirvana. I second that. That's a good album. I love Nirvana. Number 8, Back to Black, 2006, Amy Winehouse. Good Kid, Mad City, 2012, Kendrick Lamar. And then you got
what number is that one? Kendrick Lamar, which you didn't say the number.
And then Songs in the Key of Life, 1976, Stevie Wonder, and As It Should Be. That's a great record.
Oh, nice.
Let's see, Blonde, 2016, Frank Ocean. Number 4, Purple Rain, 1984, Prince and the Revolution.
Nice.
I agree with that.
Oh yeah.
Purple Rain alone is a nostalgic piece of music history, in my opinion.
I have to agree with that. Yes.
I bought it on vinyl for a reason. I want to have that piece of history. Then here's for you, James. Abbey Road, 1969. It's number 3. The Beatles.
Nice. Okay, I'm happy.
Yeah, of course. Number 2, and I agree, is Thriller, 1982. Michael Jackson.
Oh, definitely. Oh,
I agree. That I have the picture disc of Thriller on vinyl.
I have the black vinyl of that one.
And of course, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, 1998. Lauryn Hill. So I think, I don't know. I'm kind of debating. Wouldn't Michael Jackson go number 1 though? You think?
I think Michael Jackson should have been number 1.
I love Lauryn Hill. I love her to death. She's a great artist.
But her to be number 1, I don't agree with that.
No, I was like, Thriller's number 2. And I'm like, I'm okay with the Beatles at 3.
Yeah, I am too. But you know what? Thriller should have been number 1. You got freaking Vincent Price on that album.
Michael Jackson's all-time best-selling album. So
you got Vincent Price on there. That should be number 1.
In our opinions, it should be number 1. So we'll see what the round table people have to say. So what's the guy's name again? Give me a second. Probably something I can't pronounce. Probably. Let me look up his name again. Zane Lowe. Let's see what Zane Lowe has to say about Michael Jackson's Thriller. How about that? Then we'll go to your Beatles.
Yes. Hey, Royce.
Okay. Royce! Did you get my Facebook message about Angela? By a long shot? Or did she email you? If not, let me know. I'll tell you.
Oh, by the way, Royce, did you see my video I sent you the other day of what I got at the record store? I got some good stuff, man.
All right, so Thriller. Here we go. So it's number 2 on the top 10 albums on the Apple's 100 list. So there are a few pop out albums. Oh, yeah. Did you get Angela's email or a message I sent you about Angela? If not, let me know and I can tell you. So just let me know. So let's see here. There are a few pop albums, even works of art that denote a wholesale shift in time and space. The way you see, you saw half of it. He'll watch it later. Okay, so in time and space, the way Michael Jackson's Thriller did in 1982. It did nothing less than define the modern pop blockbuster, which I agree, and redefine the scope and reach of music. 7 of its 9 original cuts were top 10 singles. And it became one of the best-selling albums ever made. I agree. Okay, Angela's mom died. Unfortunately, she died in the hospital. I'm only mentioning this on here because we already prayed for her. But Angela's mom died last night in the hospital. And she's doing okay. I told her to reach out if she needed anything. Just gave her a lot of love and positivity and prayers for sure. But yeah, unfortunately, her mom died. So unfortunately, she said her mom had a weak heart and her heart couldn't take it. Rest in peace, sweetheart. Whew. So we'll see what Zane Lowe has to say. Not only did it outsell about Michael Jackson's Thriller, not only did it outsell everything in its opening year, it outsold everything in its second year. It changed the way people approach making music, releasing music, distributing, marketing music, and no one ever caught up to it. It set the bar so high. I agree. I think Thriller did that, James.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry to hear this. So Well, I'm assuming she did because she sent me an email, so I'm assuming she did. If she didn't, there you go. But if you have her email, you could just email her. I bet she'd like to hear from you. I bet she would. And according to Niles Rogers, when Michael dropped this record to me, the world changed. It was a seismic shift. Having a black artist do a music video on the level of Thriller just changed the world. I think the whole music video for Thriller changed everything.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, it's like a lot of people never.
And that opening track that starts the album, wanna be starting something, got to be starting something. That's a great track to start the album with.
Let's see what they say about your Beatles.
All right.
But I agree with them. I think Thriller by Michael Jackson, that album really set the bar high for a lot of artists.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
If they're going to be one Michael Jackson, he's unfortunately not with us anymore. So, and he was a gift to us.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Beatles' Abbey Road is an ageless, unmatched collection of songs by world-changing band at their creative peak. I agree. The band's 11th album sounds like nothing more or less than 4 extremely gifted humans playing one incredible song. There it is, after another in the same room together. See what they say here. Let's see what the roundtable says on this. Maggie Rogers. There is something so special about making music where you have a song that is describing some of the greatest human pain or sorrow next to a song that you would happily play for your 3-year-old next to one of the greatest love songs. It's timeless, not just in the way that it will last forever, but in the way that there's something for every moment of humanity, and every human feeling on this record is for people of every age.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got Nile Rodgers. There's something about the Beatles that's always really magical to me. Believe it or not, the first song I actually learned to play on guitar was a Beatles song. I knew at that moment that I was going to be a guitar player. Prior to that, I played the clarinet. Zane Lowe. The amount of songs that have stayed with people as they live their lives to a point, played at anniversaries, weddings, funerals, fallen in love to, broken up to. There are lots of songbooks that speak to many times in life. I think the Beatles have the songbook of life. What do you think?
I think so, yes. 100%.
You know, they do. They have, it's like a songbook. It's like Bon Jovi too. Bon Jovi's a songbook of life. You know, then you got the Beatles, who are a songbook of life as well. And yeah, now that I think about it, you know, even younger kids know who the Beatles are. And I'm thinking that's just really beautiful, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
But that's amazing how Abbey Road really inspired a lot of people, connected people with their songs, whether it was a happy song, sad song. Ooh.
I watched this yesterday, Royce. Oh my God, this is fantastic. You have to see this.
Yeah, Royce, I think you and I will like watching that. So let's see. I want to see what they talk about Prince here. So wait, who's ED? Who's ED? Give me a second, guys. I'm horrible at remembering names. Give me a second. ED. Right. Oh, Ebro Darden. Okay. Ebro Darden. Ebro Darden. All right, let's see what they say about Prince. That's the one I want to know. My acquiring mind wants to know. So, Darden. Prince is my favorite.
Dr. Rick.
Hey, Dr. Rick. So good to see you. I hope you're doing well. So, Prince is my favorite artist of all time, without doubt. You could point to everything that he does. He actually plays the instruments. He actually writes the song. He's actually singing on stage. He's actually doing his own art direction, which is true, people. He did his own fashion design. You're most welcome. That was all him. So everything, creatively, what Darden is saying, everything from the fashion to the music to the right to everything. That was all Prince, which I think is great. So Nile Rodgers, when you think about artists who've made such an impact on your life, my relationship with Prince was a very peculiar one because we were so regular. Jeez, sorry. It's like out with it.
Kate, read a little slower. That's right. You're getting tongue-tied. You're going too fast.
Out! Spit it out! Which is hard to say because he's so irregular. Thank you. He's so abnormal. But the music, the film, just everything about this record was just so amazing. It just put me in such a place of respect and happiness. And just like, man, not only you're keeping the tradition alive, but you are taking us to another level. It was just so proud to be in the world the same time he was in the world. Yeah, I think, along lines, not just the Beatles, Michael Jackson, but Prince. Yeah, without doubt.
Mm-hmm.
He was definitely also one of those one-kind artists, in my opinion. He really brought really good musical taste and a lot of creativity. I've always liked his fashion style. He was just a silent guy. He had really good taste for fashion. He did. And, his guitars were amazing. And he was a gift. Oh, no, the reason I got Purple Rain on vinyl, James, on the Yellow Submarine album you bought was the B-side movie track, or are they version with all songs?
It's with the George Martin score.
Okay, here you go.
And it's late 70s pressing.
I know, Royce. I'm telling James, I want that. But I think Prince just an amazing artist. I'm very blessed to have Purple Rain on vinyl. And it's such a great record. Such a great record.
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing, Duty. Who was it? Who did I see? Was it 2024 or 2023 was Libra? 2022 at our Stampede. Mr. Brad Paisley. I'm a huge fan of his work. One of my favorite country artists. He showed at our Stampede and he performed a version of Purple Rain. And I thought that was the most beautiful cover I've heard so far. Also, he did a killer.
Hey, George.
Hi, George. Good to see you. And he also did a killer cover of Van Halen. I'm like, he just shred that guitar. I mean, he shreds it. I'm like, he's a great guitarist. I'm not kidding, guys. That Brad Paisley can play guitar.
So sorry to change the subject for a second, but George met up with Record Hound Darren today. They went for coffee and they went to a thrift store together.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Let's see what they say about Stevie Wonder.
Oh, she's doing good, George.
Nile Rodgers. Go ahead.
Yeah, I answered him already.
Oh, okay.
I said she's doing good, George. Yeah.
Okay. Nile Rodgers with Stevie Wonder, for me, no matter what instrument he's playing, he sort of speaks with the same voice. It's a real unique gift. His singing, his harmonica playing, his keyboard playing, all seemed like Stevie Wonder. I've always liked Stevie Wonder.
Mm-hmm.
Then Lowe says, it's iconic. He still continues to have such an enormous presence and influence on artists today, young and established. Sir James, that's the same Yellow Submarine I have. I also have the movie. It's a good movie. Now, let's see. Maggie Rogers. Songs in the Key of Life just exists as this unbelievable piece of art. I can't imagine a world that doesn't have this record in it. It's a fantastic record. I have a pre-recorded video tonight of Jimmy Page's 6:30. That's 7:30 my time. Yeah, I can make it, Royce. So, guys, go on Royce's channel. He's going to be going live.
What time is that for me?
So it's 7:30 my time. You're 3 hours ahead. So 10:30.
I'll try to make it if I feel good because my allergies are bad today.
Oh, it's totally. I'll watch it for you. I'll get back to you on it. Okay. Oh, go! You go. You go. If I was there, I would go. You'll like him. I enjoyed Brad Paisley. You'll like him. I'm serious.
Do I have to say it, Kate? Do I have to say Vegas?
I don't care. No. Why are you ruining a good moment?
Because you got to save money.
You're ruining a good moment.
Well, that's all the way out in California. You're out in Denver. You can't get there in time.
Want to bet?
Then you won't have any money for
You're killing
Vegas.
me. It's like a Sandlot. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. I'm like, of course, thank you. I'm like,
well, someone's got to keep you on the straight and narrow.
Yeah. This is why he's one of my best wingman guys, because no matter how many times I whine or pitch a fit, he's the one that keeps me in check.
And he's my co-host on my show too. Well, Dave's my main co-host, but they're all my co-hosts. That's why she's part of my crew.
Exactly. But yeah, Royce, go see it. You won't be disappointed. I like him. I got my Royce, what else can I tell you? I got my tickets to see Cheap Trick on July 4th at our Stampede. So it's nice to have an actual rock band show up at our Stampede. Oh, yeah, he performed that, too. Whiskey Lullaby at the Stampede. What's your sad song, Whiskey Lullaby? That's a sad song, but it's so good. All right, so we're going to move on to 11... quit. Ads. Moving on to 11 best debut albums in prog metal. And yes, there is a music genre. That's called prog metal. So let's see. Let's go ahead. Let's start with Tool, Undertow, 1993. And that is prog metal. That album is prog metal. It's like, let's see here. What did it say? I just saw it. Well, I don't know anymore. So they're saying the songs Swamp Song, Flood, and 4 Degrees foreshadow their wilder and trickier tendencies, whereas the finale, Disgustipated, it becomes more experimental prog. So and I like Tool. They're just not yay for me, but I know who they are. Then you got Sync Focus. Never heard of this band. 1993. Sync Focus was a game changer because it brought jazz fusion to the table. Obviously, Veil of Maya is a major indicator of what the band could do, with its diabolical core being offset by mellow tangents and arresting harmonies from Paul Massavola and Sonia Ote. The intensive chemistry is upheld until the end of the 36-minute voyage, such as the troublingly serene, the eagle nature, the psychedelic tribal sentiment, and the funky lead. Is that actually a word? You got funky, but you spell funky, you add the ILY, funky lead. Is that a word? Funky.
Well, I guess it is now.
That's in mind. There's so much hunger, resourcefulness throughout Focus, and it still packs quite a punch. Pain is Salvation, Entropia, 1997. I think I've heard of this band. Can't remember. The opener, Forward, is a tornado of twisting hooks, arrangements, and moves that promptly showcases Pain is Salvation's classy and movie theoretically. Then Welcome to Entropia, Circles, and Void of Her serve as unusual. So, technically speaking, he's just saying there's a lot of prog in the album, which I need. Now we're talking. Mastodon, Remission, 2002. And Mastodon is actually one of my other favorite metal bands, or prog metal bands, I shall say. Alright, so Mastodon didn't commit entirely to their proggy inclinations until 2006's Blood Mountain. However, Remission definitely hints at them. There is a little bit of prog-ish in the Remissions album. I see where they're getting. I know where they're going with this. The whole collection is absorbingly hostile and sophisticated, but it's a glimpse of future wackiness and chilling solemnity that make it remarkable. The latter halves of March of the Fire Ants and Burning Man focus on thunderous freakouts, whereas Old Nessie and Trilby are led by characteristically harrowing guitar work, which is true. Let's see here. Let's see. Riverside myself. I don't know that one. Don't know that one. Haken. Okay, this is a good one. Haken. Aquarius. 2010. So this one is actually, in my opinion, a very unique album. Kind of just really displays how powerful creativity can be for any kind of a band, if that makes sense. So they sound like, so mixing the transcendental staleness of Yes and the irregular counterpoints of Gentle Giant with doses of brutality, Haken's Aquarius is another case of a group sounding completely developed from the jump. A concept album about a mermaid martyr, because of course it is. Aquarius is largely comprised of 10 plus minutes of 10 plus, I'm not going to pronounce that word, that exemplifies Haken's trademark soulful singing, imaginative storytelling, flamboyant texture, and stylistic shifts. That said, it's Eternal Rain that contains the LP's most enjoyable festive breakdowns, just as Sun showcases their talent of tenderness. It's a good album. That is a good album. I'll give it that. Let's see. I won't give you guys what I know. If you guys go on, this is on Loudwire, so you can look up on Loudwire to read the whole article. I'm just going through what I know. That's probably on my end, but I think, in my opinion, I think, in general, I think prog music is underrated, in my opinion. What do you think?
I think so too. I have to agree with you.
How so?
Well, I don't normally listen to that kind of music that much. Yeah. I have to be in a certain mood for it. If I'm feeling frustrated or upset, that's the best music to get my anger out with.
Well, I mean, let's put it this way. If you were just randomly playing the radio and King Crimson comes on, would you listen?
Well, if I had no other choice, I would. Yeah.
Oh, come on! What about, what was the Styx? Would you listen to that?
Of course. Yes, Styx I would, definitely.
I mean, who doesn't love Styx? I mean, seriously.
Yeah, the only problem with that one, I got it in the dollar bin, Royce, and both albums are a little warped, but they play good.
Yeah, the Billy Joel albums are warped, Royce, but James says they perform pretty good. Sorry, guys. Just tired. Having a little walk today.
Oh, it is a great. Some great songs on there. I love the harmonies, like the kind of 50s doo-wop kind of thing with.
That's what I like about Billy Joel. He does bring that doo-wop.
Oh, for the longest time.
Yep, I like that. Yeah, what I like about prog music, it's just the sound of the keyboards in general. It's like there's something magical about King Crimson, in my opinion, and then with the keyboarding and the guitars. And same thing for the Styx. I mean, there's magic in that music as well. With the sound of the piano and the guitars and the drums. And it's just, I like the whole instrumentation vibe of prog. I think it's very creative. I think it's a clever genre. I don't think a lot of people give the genre enough credit. Because I don't understand why people, think less of prog music in general. But if you're throwing metal in prog, I can guarantee you it'll become more popular. Oh, there we go.
Oh, wow.
Yay, that's a good steal, Royce.
Yeah.
The Longest Time from George is a doo-wop. It is. I like doo-wop. Doo-wop's good. For the longest time. Or like Uptown Girl. That's doo-wop.
Yeah, she's an uptown girl. She's been living in her uptown world. Da 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 da.
Da, 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 da. But you know, Billy Joel is iconic in my book, and just as much as Elton John's iconic to a whole bunch of other artists I can't think of at the moment.
Oh, and there's one with a lot of keyboard in it, and I love it. Pressure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pressure. I love how it ends there. Da, 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 da,
So,
da, da, da. You know that one?
I think so.
You call
But
me paranoid. Pressure. I love that song.
it's a good one.
And then Big Shot. Remember Big Shot? You had to be a big shot, did you? Remember that song?
Kind of, sort of.
What about She's Always a Woman to Me?
Not that I know of.
Oh, he takes care of himself.
Being dork.
Yeah, I am. I'm having fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to James is Being a Dork.
Yes.
You all want to see me be a dork? Just put me in the comments or watch me dance like an idiot to sail away. There you go.
You know what the funniest song I've ever heard? I'm an adult now.
That's overrated. Being an adult is overrated. Just me. Yeah, let's see here. So, let me get here. So, there's something called Maryland's Metal Fest I want to talk about. Yeah. This is something I would go to, but it's nowhere near me, unfortunately. So this year's edition of Maryland Deathfest. Now that, and what do you mean by Deathfest, James? Screamo.
The stuff I don't like.
You love Screamo. I know you
do. No, I don't.
It took me a long time to get used to it because I've been reviewing metal albums since 2017, and then the more Screamo music I've been receiving, you know, the more
you hear that nice, beautiful voice of a woman, and she's singing softly and everything, and then all of a sudden she goes, like, no, thank you. How do they go from that nice, soft, beautiful voice and then to that deep baritone, like almost like you're possessed by the devil kind of voice? It's like, I don't get it.
Well, if you find the lyrics, you'll probably understand. This year's of Maryland Deathfest, Screamo Fest, I call it. Let's see. It features the bands of Dark Funeral, Orange Goblin, and Nile. Next year's 20th anniversary fest will be one to remember. Gosh, besides this, excuse me.
Welcome to my world.
Oh, I've been dealing with sciences all week. Excuse me. But they have one of my favorite Screamo bands, Obituary, are coming back. Obituary. They're going to be coming back next year, actually. Or is it this year? I think it's this year. Anyway, the lineup for this year's festival. I like Obituary. If you guys know who they are, they're definitely a metal, Screamo-ish band. But anyway, I like them. You know, they were, really a big deal metal band for years, and they kind of just fell off the grid, and now they're coming back, and people are stoked. I'm excited. I like Obituary. Work loves Obituary. I've listened to so many music. Well, good. Hopefully it stays that way.
Oh, George, I wish we could trade places where you could magically cure us.
That's not nice.
I know. I'm just teasing him. He knows that.
Not nice.
We bug each other all the time.
So it's like, so I heard like Obituary was going to come back, I think, for this year's festival, not next year. I'm like, 4. Yeah, I like him. Definitely Screamo. Very hard metal. It's good stuff. I do like loud music. I'll give it that.
Oh, by the way, George, before I forget to ask you, did Darren pick up anything at the thrift store?
So, the list I'll read of this year's, and so if you hear any no words, just know it's a band name. No Deal, LOL, right? So you have Abraded, Altar of Gore. I like that. Altar of Gore. Or I can't pronounce that. Benediction, Caustic Wound, Crippled Bastards, and they're Italian, by the way. Cold
Hey, a bigger
Fire,
boy.
Czech Republic. Dark Funeral is Swedish. Dripping Human Artifacts. Campfire, they're Norway. Oh, never mind, they're in this next year's. Obituary. Cause of Death, 35th anniversary set. I would love to see Obituary. I would. And they got Orange Goblin from the UK. Nile. A few albums. Old soul art. I like that. Soul music's good. Paradise Lost, which will be the Arconian Times 30th anniversary set. I need to look that up. Primitive Warfare. They're a good band. I like that band. Something I can't pronounce. Shape of Despair, Skepticism, and Unleashed. So a lot of these bands too are international bands. So you got like in Netherlands, UK, Italy, Czech Republic. So I think it's cool. Metal's everywhere. So anybody in Maryland, you want to check it out? Me, not so much. Well, I would, but I can't afford. Well, I could, but I've got Vegas. But I think it's great. I think it's great that I was kind of taking note of this too. It's like music festivals are becoming more and more different. Who's singing "Let Me Cover Ya"? He did on Rock and Roll. Who's singing "Let Me Cover Ya"?
Oh yeah, I know the one you're talking about, George. Sitting in my la waiting for my ya, huh? Is that the one you're talking about, George?
Do that again.
Sitting in my la waiting for my ya,
Okay, I know that song. Okay. I'm like, the first time going, yeah, that sounds familiar. Say again. Yeah, okay. I do know it. I'm like, here the first time you saw me. I'm like, say it again. Like, okay, yeah, I know that. I know that one.
Yeah, I have the John Lennon rock and roll album.
I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. Oh, but anyway, Obituary. They're a great band. If you don't like loud music, I do not recommend it. But if you're like me, you like all sorts of music, including loud music, you're in for a treat. There is something, I saw something on social media I want to share with you guys. I saw the coolest movie thing ever. Guess what horror movie is coming out next year?
Huh?
Guess what scary movie is coming out next year?
Nightmare on Elm Street?
No. Michael Myers versus Chucky.
Oh my God.
I'm like, oh, hell yeah. I'm like, oh.
How the hell? They just killed him off in the last movie for good. How are they going to bring him back again?
It's Michael Myers.
I'm like, wow.
I don't care. It's a doll. The doll can die. I'm good.
I love Chucky. Chucky's funny.
No, it's evil. It's disgusting. But
well, Michael Myers isn't.
No, Michael Myers is awesome. What are you talking about?
I love Chucky.
Chucky is a narcissistic doll who's.
Well, my best friend back home. My best friend back home, me and Deborah, we love Chucky. We used to watch all the Chucky movies together.
You.
Yeah.
So when I heard about the movie, I actually said, "Good, Chucky can die." How nice.
Well, you're kind of right on that one, George. Halloween 1 and 2 is good. If we're talking the OG one, not the Rob Zombie.
This up, and I thought it was the funniest thing. This is on Reddit, people. Michael versus Chucky could really make a great movie. Great versus movie. So we'll see what Reddit has to say about this. Now, if you actually use Reddit, it actually has pretty good content. Let's see here. Let's read more. Here we go. So it was cute then, even if the two didn't interact much. But it got me thinking, if there was ever going to be another Freddy versus Jason style horror movie crossover, Michael versus Chucky would make a ton of sense. Well, Freddy versus Jason was a big fanboy dream movie for decades, probably mostly because they were the kings of slashers during the 80s, which is true. The two happened to complement each other just the right way to make sense as a versus matchup. Like, Jason is silent, Freddy talks. Jason uses brute force. Freddy is smart. Jason has a mask. Freddy has a messed up face. Tragic backstory. friend with always people etc. So here is so somebody on Reddit was nice enough. Oh, the Rob Zombie Halloween films were fantastic. Oh, I saw every
A
single
lot
one.
of people didn't like the second one that Rob Zombie did.
Oh, it was great. And Mickey Dolenz was in the first one.
He was?
Yeah, he was the gun store owner.
Oh.
I'll send you a clip. You'd be like, oh, yeah. It was funny because I remember being in that movie theater, and here's this guy who's the owner of the gun store. I'm sitting there going, man, geez, that guy looks familiar. He sounds familiar. And I remember like leaning my seat, looking at the screen at Mickey. I'm standing here going like, and that's where it just smacked me in the face. It's Mickey Dolenz. I'm like, that is cool. Mickey Dolenz in a horror movie. I'm like, that's cool.
What are the odds of that?
I don't know, but I love Mickey. He's the last remaining monkey. All right, so Michael versus Chucky checks similar boxes. Somebody was nice enough to put this together. Michael is silent. Chucky is a loudmouth. Michael is sneaky too, but he can overpower most of his victims, while Chucky has to surprise them. For a point. Michael is tall. Chucky is short. Michael is a normal-looking person wearing a mask. Chucky is a possessed, disgusting doll. Yes, it is. The supernatural elements of Michael are vague, up to interpretation, depending on the movie timeline, while Chucky has those without a question. On a meta level, Michael works alone. Now, if you really notice that Michael does work alone, except for he did get some help, but that help died. So yeah, he works alone. Chucky is Tiffany and his clones. On a meta level, they are the only old school Thrasher franchises with new installments in recent years. Also, since Universal currently distributes both franchises, there might even be a less legal red tape or profit sharing disagreement to sort out, which usually are the biggest reasons why we don't see more crossovers like this. The main hurdle will probably be that Michael's movies are still theatrically released, while Chucky is direct to video. So there might be certain clashing of egos from Michael's camp, since they could need the exposure from a project like this less than Chucky's would. Now, again, it has been announced that there will be one, so I don't see a problem. So we'll see what other people have to say. I want to see what other people. So I feel like Michael / Halloween is a bit too serious tone compared to Chucky. Another user says, I'd rather see something like Chucky versus Leprechaun. I would actually like to see that. Chucky versus Leprechaun. I'd like to see it. You know, there's some good ones coming out here pretty soon, Royce, especially on TV. There's one coming out about the life of Freddy Krueger. And I believe there's one about Jason. That would be a TV series.
Well, I can't wait to see the Freddy Krueger one.
The fact that Freddy versus Jason is only horror icons battle movie is sad. I want Pinhead versus Myers badly. And Jason versus Leatherface. That would be a good one. Jason versus Leatherface.
With the chainsaw.
That would be a good one, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And to think, Leatherface is a real character. His Texas Chainsaw Massacre is from a true story. Oh, geez, even Scream is a true story. Oh, man, oh, yeah, I agree with you, Royce.
You just said the magic word, Kate.
What? Oh. If there's a doll, you're off camera. Oh, I'm serious. No dolls. No, if it's dolls, it's just... Okay, I'm a bit of a wuss with dolls, people. Let's put it that way. I'm also a wuss with clowns. Clowns are a total different story. Well, he's waiting. Oh, while we're waiting. Up, here he comes. I'll make you big. Hang on. You ready?
Okay, yep. Make me big, please.
Kill.
back.
Friday the 13th.
Man behind the mask.
8 movie collection. The first 8 are the best ones. So we got Friday the 13th, uncut, the original. We got Friday the 13th, part 2. It's only part 2 when Jason starts killing. Then we have Friday the 13th, part 3. Then we have Friday the 13th, the final chapter. And then we have Friday the 13th, part 5. And then part 6, Jason Lives. And then the last 2, Friday the 13th, part 7, The New Blood. And Friday the 13th, part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. And then we go 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you.
See,
so we got the Freddy movies.
That's something making sense.
And then we got Freddy versus Jason.
That's a good one, though. I like that one.
Yep.
See, here's my thing. So here's my thing, okay? I caught COVID in 2021, which, by the way, kicked my rear end because of my chronic condition. It's awful, but I survived. I watched a Halloween week. I caught it on Halloween week back in 2021. Yeah, I got my rear end handed to me while I was getting my hiney kicked by COVID. I watched all of the Freddy Krueger movies on AMC. I didn't get it at all. I didn't. I don't know what the point is. All I knew is I felt bad for Johnny Depp to die at the beginning of the first one. So really quick, wrapping up here, I agree that another person said the dynamic between Chucky and Michael, killers on two opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of personality and the tone of the franchise, would be a lot more interesting than putting Michael against a similar killer or Chucky against another fun killer, which I think is cool because he does Royce. Okay, I think that's cool because it's like a good mix. You got Michael who will win. Oh geez, Michael can kill Barbie as far as I'm concerned.
It would be a fun matchup? Michael Myers and Norman Bates.
No. How about Michael Myers versus Ghostface?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I like that. I'm a huge excuse me. I'm a huge fan of the Scream franchise. I'm a huge fan of the Halloween franchise. I'm a huge fan of
all the Scream movies, except the newest one. I still have to get.
The next one's coming out next year.
Yeah. Well, I don't have the one that came after Scream 5.
Are there any more? I think there is a new Kong movie to be released, Royce. I'm going to pick it up for you, my friend. I reckon there is. I'm not a huge Kong fan, King Kong, Godzilla fan, but let's see here. So it's 2024. Duh. So it's already out. Well, I know they released Godzilla X Kong, the new Empire, earlier this year.
Who is Wayne Campbell again, George? Oh, you're thinking of Bruce Campbell.
Wayne Campbell? I'm like, what?
I think it's Bruce Campbell.
Wayne Campbell versus Michael Myers.
Bruce Campbell from the Return of the Living Dead.
Oh, I thought he was talking about Wayne's World. My bad.
No.
So then 2025, you have Godzilla X Kong 3, The Final Days. So, and the trailer is already up and running. Wayne's World, I was right.
Wayne's World, party time.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. But anyway, I'm ecstatic. There's 2 other movies I'm waiting to be released other than Scream. What was it? The Black Phone 2. I'm waiting for that one.
I still have to see the first one.
You need to jump on it. And then Smile 2. I'm ready for that one. Oh, and then Saw 11. I'm waiting for that one too. Saw 11. So basically what they're doing...
Yes, you did, George.
What they did with what they're doing now is just the origins of it all. They explain more of the origins, which I like, and that's where I'm kind of hoping with Smile 2 they'll explain the
Wanna play game?
Not right now, James.
Oh, that's a little puppet that rides on the tricycle.
Oh, but Small 2 was a good one. Very psychologically messed up. I liked it. You didn't get it though, James, did you?
No, not really.
It's how do I explain it? It's kind of like almost like a possessed soul. Kind of, I guess, maybe like an omen almost, if you think about it. I don't know. It's complicated. I don't know. That's where I'm hoping Smile 2 will kind of just, put that origin, bring the origins back in there and kind of explain it better because I want to know where that came from. And I found out the Nun 3. Yeah, the Nun 3 will be released next year. Along with, of course, Scream. Nev Campbell will be back. It has been confirmed.
Hey, Nick is in the house.
Oh my goodness. Hi, Nick. Good to see you. Any submissions? Subscribers? Any subscribers lately? Sorry. Like, whoopsie! Watching dying over there. Whoopsie!
Oopsies. Excuse me.
But oh Lord help me. Lord help me, people. That's all I can say. Lord help me. But yeah, there's some great movies coming out. I hear there's another Top Gun movie to be released.
Bow down down bow 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 bow. Yes, I feel the need for speed.
Oh yeah, I feel the need to go to Vegas. I just have to wait. I got concerts first, people. Concerts go first.
And I'm going to direct a movie about Royce in the house.
Why? No offense.
Because it would be a great documentary.
No offense. No offense.
And I'll interview all his friends, what they think of him, and how cool he is, and stuff like that.
He is cool. Royce is a cool guy.
Yeah, he is.
Hi, wait.
That's right.
I got my shoulder on the way to get my shoulder replaced. I remember on the way to surgery, my sister and I were just cranking up at 4 a.m.
Cranking back for your new apartment. No,
okay,
it
guys,
isn't.
I just got a notification, so I have to jet.
But all right,
anyway, really quick, Mr.
All right, and in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. Yeehaw!
And so, guys, pray for Angela. I can't imagine what she's feeling, and be kind and loving to each other, and try to go to concerts when you can. That is just thrilled. I can't scream right now because I'll be scaring waffles. But yeah. Put the doors down.
You have to go get this album. This
I will get it.
Excellent.
Royce, I'll see you on your show later. And then
I'll try to make it, Royce, if I feel good enough.
You too, Nick. Take care of yourself.
See you later, Nick. George.
Concerts are tripping. My friend. Take advantage of it. Go see a concert. I can't wait. I got like almost a month till Cheap Trick. I'm like,
I want you to want me. And Kate's gonna be there to want them.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. All right, I gotta go, guys. Got a notification. I got a jet. So stay safe, stay blessed, be kind.
See you all on Friday. See you all on Sunday on my show.
I should be there.
Yeah.
All right, we're out.